Welcome to Tapered Conversations with Michael T. Swinney, blended talk with the barber. We are here today with none other than Mr. Julian Brayboy, AKA, I like to call him Juju Blends. Great guy, one of our recent graduates from One Stop Academy. We just want to bring him on today and we just gonna have some blended talk. Julian, it's good to have you, brother.
Thank you so much for inviting me, man. It's a pleasure being here, brother.
Reverend, it seems like we can't get enough of each other.
You can't, because I when you are assigned to a person or an individual,
good gracious,
they are attached, they're connected. So I'm here for you, man.
Man, so good. So listen, we're gonna kick off our blended talk with a simple question.
Okay.
Do you remember your first haircut?
I do. It was downtown, and that was a pretty bad experience because that was the first time I had the alcohol. And when they was done, they put the alcohol on me and it just felt like ants was biting me.
What?
I was young, yeah. I think the clippers wasn't cleaned properly.
Reverend.
And I had like a short haircut that day. And right when he was finished, I mean, I was baptized in alcohol. It was stinging, it was bad. And but yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that your first experience as a haircut, getting a haircut as a child, they put that gas around your scalp.
But I know people that put 99% alcohol on kids. I know people that put nothing but, because it's like when the kids are bad, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't do that, but I just feel like you gotta dull that down, put a little water in it. Like they just put the whole alcohol on me, no mercy.
I'm feeling some type of PTSD/trauma from that experience.
It was bad, and I didn't want to go back to the barbershop after that. But my dad started cutting my hair after that too. Oh, okay. Cause I didn't want to go no more. Like I said, I had a low haircut because I wanted to grow my hair out, but my parents didn't want me to grow my hair out. So I stayed getting a haircut like every week.
So how old were you when you first got your haircut?
6.
6 years old?
6.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
About 6. I was probably younger, but the day I remember, I believe I was about 6 years old.
So being that you went through that traumatic experience as a child with the barber putting on straight 900 proof gasoline on your edge up, what made you want to come back and now be a barber the older you got?
Oh, I had got over that. I had got over that fear. I got over that bad experience. What happened was when I was in high school, I had waves. And with waves, you brush all day, every day. And so also with waves, you gotta cut it differently. You can't just cut it like any old haircut. I went to YouTube. Well, no, I was at a barber shop and he messed up my hairline.
Good Lord.
And so I went to YouTube that day, looked up self-cut, and I looked up how to cut. I looked up what clippers to get. And I think that Friday I went to the store, got my first clipper, and I went home and I cut my hair. I messed up. So I messed up, but I didn't line myself up. I had went to the barbershop for that. But then I was like, let me just research how to line yourself up. So not only I started cutting my hair, but I edged myself up. Went to school. Kids was like, man, who cut you? I said, me. They wouldn't believe me. So I had a friend. He was like, can you cut my hair? I said, sure. And that kind of traveled all the way through school. Okay. And right when I graduated, I was like, what's something I can do naturally? I cook, I sing, I cut hair. So I kind of went towards cutting hair. And man, that's where it started, high school. Like the passion, the love for it. Gotcha. Started high school.
So let's fast forward a little bit. You went through that as a child, but it did not deter you from doing what you knew was inside of you to do. So now here we go. You start cutting your friend's hair. Now something in you triggered that made you want to become a professional barber stylist. Let's talk about that right there. Let's go to that journey.
Yeah, well, I wanted to become a professional because I realized I know how it feels to get a fresh cut. I know how it makes me feel.
Right.
So why not do that for others?
Cool.
And I wanted other people to feel fresh, because you never know what somebody going through.
Correct.
And people can sit in a chair depressed, dealing with a lot of stuff, and you never know, a simple haircut can change their life, can change their day.
I agree.
Like, notice people come in the shop, they might seem a little down, but right when they get up from that chair, they like all happy and stuff. And that's what I wanted to do as a career. I wanted to do that as a career. I wanted to do that as a lifestyle. Like I said, it warms my heart to see people looking and feeling good about themselves.
Right.
So yeah.
Man, so tell me about your barber school experience, sir. What barber school did you go to?
There was a man by the name of, I don't know if you know him or not.
Wait, what?
There was a man by the name of Michael Swinney. I don't know him either.
Swinney, I know.
But he owns this school called One Stop Academy.
Oh my.
Located in Hope Mills. And man, it was that experience was amazing. The people, the friends, the instructors, it was great because that was the first time I kind of went outside the box. And
Now, when you say went outside the box, what do you mean?
I wasn't used to that environment. Like I wasn't used to. I was in private school all my life.
Get out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
You know I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, for real?
No.
Yeah, I was in private school, and I wasn't used to that community.
Gotcha.
It was so different, and I've experienced a lot. I've learned a lot.
That's
It was anybody wanting to go to barber school and they're hesitant about it, I would tell them not to be at all. Especially if you go to One Stop Barbershop,
You better
One Stop
cut that out.
Academy.
We recording, Reverend. Don't do that. What?
I'm just saying, it was a great experience.
Man, I'm so glad you had a great time at barber school. So your age now, you're 22.
Yes.
You started barber school when you were
21.
21. Now, check this out. Everyone listening. Julian had just graduated from high school around 17, 18. Took a couple years to kind of decide what he wanted to do. Found his niche through his gift. Your gift will always make room for you. And then he's 21, graduated from barber school, been in the industry now for about a year, getting ready to become registered. And his whole financial situation, his living situation, his well-being situation, which was great before he went to school, but now he grown folk now. He is on the way. When I say on the way up, and his numbers don't lie. I'm talking about too proud. That's what's crazy. So now, I got another question. Now, everybody don't want to know now. I want to know. Reverend, while you were at school, did you hear or learn anything that changed your life?
There was time, a wonderful woman of God took me in her office and spoke to me and said, you're too special to blend in with people.
Ooh.
And to stand out.
That's heavy, Reverend.
Don't be a follower. Be a leader. You know, people hear that a lot as a kid and it becomes a cliche until it's not.
Sure.
That really changed my perspective. I used to want to fit in. And there's been situations and lessons that I've learned as well. But to hear that on my level of really understanding, like I don't have to blend in with people. I don't have to follow people. It took me to another place. Like let me be original. Let me authentically be Julian.
Wow.
And don't follow people. Because people can lead you astray.
You better know it.
And that's one of the things I took from that school. Yeah.
You know, it's our job of course, teach you how to cut hair. We can teach anyone how to cut hair, but it takes a special person and a grown-up to learn how to build character. So I tell people all the time, everything you need is going to come through the barbershop. You're going to meet all types of people. I feel like I have been all over the world in the form of a haircut. Have I been to Europe? Have I been to China? Not yet. I'm working on going though. I work too much not to take a trip. But I feel like whenever I have clients that travel over the world, I feel like I'll go there with them because they go and take pictures and they go with their families and their friends. And it really, I totally agree when you say a haircut can change someone's life immediately. They come in looking broke, busted, and disgusted, hurting, and feeling some type of way. But buddy, when we put that show enough, Scoochie Mojanga,
it does something to them.
Fade on.
Yeah.
Because I try to tell people, we fadeologists, we brush cutologists, we are all types of great people in the barbershop. But the barber, we know stuff that we hear stuff all the time that we will have to take to our grave just because something about these two seats here that grab the left side and the right side of that cheek and it make you talking about stuff that you would have normally wouldn't talk about, just good stuff though, not just bad stuff. And I can remember when you were in school, you worked at McAllister's.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I did.
And I remember you said, Mr. Swinney, when I get my license, McAllister's gotta go.
And it's gone. It's gone. It was only for a season.
Absolutely, it's nothing wrong.
I had to do what I had to do. I was in school and working. I had to do, and also it was good practice too.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry, back up. Did you say while you was in school you worked too?
Yes, sir.
Somebody better listen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did. I wanted to continue my education career while making money.
Sure.
Because I can't go to school and be hungry.
No, sir.
I can't go to school and not have, nice clothes.
And you're too old for your mom and dad to still be paying all your bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a good habit too, because that's not always gonna last. Everybody ain't just gonna hand you stuff.
Sure.
So I had to get in that habit of getting it on my own.
Gotcha.
I think it's better to start younger, but everybody's situation is different. So I was like, let me just, and I remember I was in your office, man, and you was like, the first week I started, you said, you have an option. You can do full-time or part-time. I said, what's the difference? You was like, well, part-time is 2 years and full-time is 1 year.
Sure.
Which one you want? I was like, I'm trying to get out here tomorrow. Let me go full-time. But the issue was I had a job.
Sure.
And so I was like, oh man, how's this gonna work? So it ended up working though. It ended up working, and I think it's a mindset thing. You have to really want it.
You gotta want it.
You gotta really want it. So it was a mindset thing. I took a deep breath. I said, let me just go to work, go to school, go to work, go to school. And I had to be consistent. That's the name of the game.
Sure.
Real consistency. Like, keep going. Like, I don't care how hard it gets. There was days I didn't want to come to school. There was days I didn't want to go to work.
Ooh.
But I think what people have to understand, don't focus on your now.
Sure.
Focus on where you're going, where you want to get to. That's the goal. Because your now would deceive you. Like, let's say you're going through something right now, right? Let's say you're going through something right now. And if you focus on it and ponder on it, it would literally stop your process, stop your growth. You can't stay there.
Talking good.
You can't stay there. It's real deceptive. Your storm is deceiving. Your storm is a lie because it's not gonna stay there. The beautiful thing I love about storms though is that they're created not to stay.
Right.
They're created for lessons and seasons. And so I knew that was a storm. I knew it wasn't gonna last.
Sure.
I knew it wasn't gonna stay there. So I was like, let me just run. But after you go through the storm, you can look back at the storm and you can be in a place of peace.
Sure.
And you can be in a place of I did this. Like I did this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had to force me to get by that bed.
No, sir.
Nobody had to force me to punch that clock.
No, sir.
I did that. And consistency is the game. Remember to always know that now is not forever.
Sure.
It's not forever. and you can rejoice after.
Come on now. So let's fast forward to now. Has it been worth it?
Oh, God, yeah. What?
All the late nights, early mornings, working a side job.
But the issue was I didn't see that then. That's what I'm saying. It's deceptive. Back then, when I first started, I didn't see the Julian today. I seen the Julian then.
Right.
But I had to change my perspective.
Change your way of thinking.
Yeah.
As a man, thinketh,
So is he.
The power of life and death. So listen, we're not going to go there.
We're not, because we will.
Quickly.
What?
So,
You see how this blink?
I already know.
That's how.
You see how I move my leg down? I get up and take off around here now. So listen, Julian. I got a few more questions for you. I'm getting ready to turn you loose. I know you got to go to work. Matter of fact, where you work?
I work. I forgot the name. One stop. Not wait. It's Ring Stop.
Ring Stop.
There's a Game Stop.
Game Stop.
Oh, One Stop Barber Shop.
Oh, One Stop Barbershop.
Yes,
You talking
sir.
about 261 Flagstone Lane?
It is.
Suite 5.
Next to the hibachi place.
Next to the Mega Hibachi. Let's see, 28376.
Yeah.
Okay, in the little Stonegate Plaza.
So you don't have an excuse. Oh, I can't go. I gotta eat. Or I can't get a haircut because I'm hungry. This is a food place right
You got
there.
rations next door.
Come get your haircut and get some food.
Okay.
You know.
I'm with that. Now we know where Julian works. Julian, you have Instagram.
I do. You can follow me Instagram, The Real Julian, that's 4 N's. Facebook, Julian Brayboy. Now Instagram, it was Juju Blends, but I was like, let me just stick to the original, because I had The Real Julian for years. I didn't want to change it. I didn't want to, switch
Gotcha,
over.
yeah.
So Instagram, I post more, so that's The Real Julian with 4 N's.
So Julian, you said something about Instagram and social media.
Yes.
How much has Instagram and social media impacted your revenue as a barber since you've been out of school and while you were in school? Do you recommend it?
I'm so glad you touched on that. About social media, I don't care if you have 2 likes. I don't care if you have no likes. Post anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Post, you never know who's watching.
Wow.
I had an individual, and he was widely known. He had a lot of followers, and one day he inboxed me, and I was like, this is a fake. I went to his post. He had some following.
Wow.
And come to find out, he was saying, well, I've been watching your posts and videos, man.
Get out of here.
So you never know who's watching. Post anyway.
So are you telling us here on Tapered Conversations, Blended Talk with Michael T. Swinney, that you post once a week, every other week, or every day?
Once a week. I lied. 2 to 3 times a week.
2 to 3 times a week. I was about to get you, Julian.
2 to 3 times a week. I try to post consistently. Weekly.
Yes.
And I be forgetting, because you want to do before and after haircuts.
Yes.
Because they come in looking bad, looking terrible.
Looking toe up.
And then after you've done with the cut, you wouldn't believe how they look.
Sure.
But I post after because I just forget to.
Sure, right.
But the point is, you do want to post consistently.
Daily.
Even if you gotta, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start writing it down. Okay,
Yeah.
Julian, it's time to.
Yes.
Time to take that picture before and after, because it matters.
It does.
And you want people to see your progress.
Sure.
Your cuts from 2 years ago is
Sure.
not your cut today.
Correct.
Now, unless you don't want to grow, unless you don't want to progress in your cuts, then it's gonna show. But if you consistent with cutting, if you're consistent with posting, it's going to show. The quality gonna show.
Absolutely.
When I was in school, the quality was bad because I didn't know no better.
Right.
Until I knew
Sure.
some things. So yeah, post every day.
And you know what? I feel in my spirit that you're wanting to begin posting every day. And we're going to help you with those postings.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Here on Tapered Conversations with Michael T. Swinney, Blend Talk with the Bar, that's what we do. We uplift, encourage, and motivate.
Yes.
Julian, I want to personally thank you, sir, for stopping by today on Tapered Conversations, Blended Talk with Michael T. Swinney. Listen, catch my man on the gram. Check him out. Give him your IG again.
IG, The Real Julian. That's The Real Julian with 4 N's at the end. Facebook, Julian Brayboy, all right? You'll see me there.
Check him out at One Stop Barbershop, 261 Flagstone Lane, Rayford, North Carolina, 28376. Tapered Conversations, Blended Talk with Michael T. Swinney, One Stop Academy. Give us a year. We'll give you a career. Oh, I'm out. Thank y'all. We'll see you soon.